Good morning, everyone. This is Ravenous Stark, and that other game was giving me issues yesterday, so I'm going to go back and play something classic. Penumbra Overture. It's actually one of the first games that Frictional Games made. The same guys that did Amnesia Dark Descent. I think this one came out back in 2007. Yep. Very creepy. Lots of puzzles and mysterious locations. Alright, let's see here. There are things I need to tell you, things you may not understand and may not wish to do, but please, do not make the same mistakes I did. My father, Howard, deserted me before I was born. I could claim the loss of my mother, and the letter I received after her funeral blinded me to what I had to do. It would be a lie. Human nature sealed my downfall. My name is Philip, if we are lucky. Ah, shoot. I didn't quite read that quick enough. I'm just going to play normal because my story began in February of the year 2000.
For my part in this allegory, I'm not going to make the same mistakes my father made. Howard vanished from my mother's life before I was even in it, so when he sent me a letter a few days after Mum's funeral, it was the first I'd ever heard from him. Pity he was dead. Writing from beyond the grave must be a genetic habit in my bloodline. His letter contained a key, instructions, pleas for forgiveness. I figured the dead don't have much use for absolution, so I turned to his prophetic passing, which he inexplicably expected to come any day. Clearly averse to explanations, my father preferred to leave directions to a bank on Mayfair I'd never even heard of. In that bank was a safety deposit box in his name, and myself as executor. Of course, I went as he knew I would. I discovered that despite the evidence, he'd been legally declared dead almost 30 years ago, and so the old book and collection of notes I found had, in the eyes of the law, been mine all this time. My father's instructions were to burn the documents, raise no further questions. But that was his error. No man's immune to the shameful trappings of curiosity, and my humanity got the better of me. The university I taught at was world-renowned for two things: physics and linguistics. I represented the first, and the man who stood for the second was stumped by my recent acquisition. The book was indecipherable. The notes, however, showed a location somewhere in uninhabited northern Greenland. It took me almost a year to book the last flight I'd ever taken. As I watched civilization disappear along with Heathrow, I realised my father had disappeared 3 decades ago, almost to the day, and I considered in turn what it was that I was leaving behind. We landed on a strip of ice a few feet wide, and within minutes I was pulling away on a chartered boat, beginning the 12-hour journey that would lead me into my past.
Finally, we're almost docked. I'd better stow my gear. I may be far from home, but chances are I still pick things up using my left mouse and can take a look around using my right mouse. I'm certain this map's a good decade or so out of date, but the landmarks don't change much in Greenland, so I've got a pretty decent idea of where I'm headed. Little Jack Daniels for the road. Okay, there's a lock on the side. Dearest Eric, just a quick note before you set sail and leave me once again. I've left you a little something to remember me by in the chest at the foot of your bed. I don't really know why you still only have one bed on board. Taking shifts because of it is no way to get your rest, but what does a fisherman's wife know of life at sea? I'll be praying every night for you to make the catch you need so that you can come home to me safely and soon. Please, don't be gone for 5 weeks like last time. I know I might nag sometimes, but I do love you, and you know. I've washed those overalls of yours, and I know you get them covered in assorted fish parts in no time. But I still feel better knowing that they've been washed. Before I forget, the Hendricksons in the village have asked me to see if you're coming by any trout, but I said they were mostly out of season. If you do happen upon any, don't say anything. Stow them well in the ice, and we'll do something special for them to celebrate when you come home to me. The ship's captain deserves a little special treatment once in a while. Take care, my love. Fisherman's wife's love letter. Where's that key? Oh, flashlight. The flashlight switches on and off via the inventory tab, or hopefully with the shortcut key F. It leads out to the deck, but I don't fancy braving the weather until I have to. Where's that key of mine? Oh, here we go. Could come in handy if the torch runs out of batteries. I should be able to access it through my inventory or the shortcut key G. Some extra batteries to power my flashlight. Alright, should be ready to go now. Oh hey, doing pretty good. How are you? Just playing an old classic. It's been a while. I think if there's anything else that I missed. That's kind of a funny picture. Oh, there we go. Well, it's good to have a notebook to jot down interesting information and reminders. That should be everything I need. I want to get going before it gets dark. Oh, it's been a couple weeks, maybe a month or so. As I stepped off the boat, setting out into the blizzard that had formed around me, I realized how utterly devoted I'd been to the discovery of my father's past. I had no idea what to expect. Soon enough, my concerns were justified. I don't know whether I lost my orientation or my spirit first, but I lost feeling in my extremities soon after. I knew hypoxia was setting in. I started looking for the shelter. So cold, don't know where I am, need shelter soon. My entire head went numb a long time ago. I can still hear the wind roaring past. Oh boy. Oh, I'm from California. What in the hell is that? I don't care. I need shelter. Looks frozen shut, though. How do I get it open? Frozen solid. Must break ice. Do I have a tool? No. Oh, a rock. If I click and hold the interact button, I should be able to manage to pick up that rock. The cold's made me weak. I can throw items. I'm pretty much all over the board. Whatever takes my interest, or a lot of retro games, older games. Lately this month it's been horror games. Jesus, my head. I can't believe I fell that far and survived. Although, looking around, maybe I didn't. Uh-oh. A heavy-looking wooden barrel. Could be anything inside of it. Oh, this is gonna get creepy. Go this way first. It's a 24-hour ration pack, long past its sell-by date. Oh, a hammer. Let's see, I can swing this hammer if I hold the left mouse button. I can make a backswing by pulling the right mouse to the mouse to the right, and then follow through by pushing left. I reckon if I hold down the right mouse button after the backswing, I should be able to look around. Oh, I'm not looking for any art, but and I don't have Discord, but yeah. And I'd rather talk about games than art, to be honest. It's stuck, there must be something in the way. Let's see. What does this say? Oh, emergency procedure. Yeah, I'm sorry. There's just a lot of spammers, and I'm not really interested in art. I don't have Instagram either. Figure out how to get through here. Okay, there's got to be another way around, would be my guess. Aha, there we go. Feels like the thing could jump out and get me at any moment. This looks like some sort of industrial mechanism. There's a hole in the center. Maybe that's what this needs to be used in. There we go. Down into the depths we go. Whatever I was descending into, it was 100 feet below the ground. 100 feet below the ground, protected by two solid metal hatches located in a remote Arctic wilderness and buried beneath the snow. I didn't know what to expect, but it made me feel something I hadn't felt since I was a child. I'd never given it much thought before, but I realized that there was an entire society. Our entire society is a network of safety nets, emergency services at the end of a phone line, health and safety in a workplace, friends, families, lovers. All there if something goes wrong, part of a carefully designed structure to prevent all but the most mundane of emotions. Once again, I felt like I did when I was in school, surrounded by a closing ring of older kids, knowing anyone that might help, friends, parents, teachers were too scared or too far away. There could be anything down here. Heroics are for Hollywood actors and fairy tales. I'm not going to take any chances. If I face off against anything down here, I won't last a second. Caution and stealth are my only defenses now. If anyone or anything hears me, I'd be best staying low and out of sight until I know whether or not it's a threat. Crouching by pressing left control gives me a chance to hide in the shadows. I'll know if I've got it right because of the blue tint in my vision. Plus, I should be quiet enough that I won't be heard unless something's right on top of me. Better remember to shut off my light sources, though. Alright. Okay, so we're right there. Looks like there's an office over that direction. Storage off that direction. A workshop. Explosives. In the northern area. Let's try going to the office first. Little lantern. Backstrom. 15th August 1945. Command Bunker. Emergency Airstrip Zulu. Weekly report. Another unremarkable week in Greenland. Regular supply shipment received. Standard emergency drills carried out. Routine runway maintenance completed. I have ordered maintenance be carried out twice weekly from here on in due to increased snowfall. One wounded. The one wounded figure is no cause for concern. Back in London, the Germans haven't extended their front line by 4,000 miles. 2 of my men were caught manufacturing cherry bombs in our workshop/armory and succeeded in blowing off a couple fingers. I take partial responsibility for this, in that I allowed them access to the demolitions manual we keep in the storeroom. And I'm sure that's where they learn the ingredients. As a precautionary measure, I have now locked up the manual in the chest in my office, and will keep the key on my person at all times. Needless to say, both men have been disciplined, and the injured men have been sent home for medical care. I cannot help but think that a more suitable punishment would have been to stay out here, but the matter is out of my hands. The space is so disconnected, sometimes I feel as if the war could end and we might not even hear about it out here. Supply requisition order. Dynamite for excavation purpose. 7 bayonets. Not necessary in my opinion, but procedure states that we have a full complement. 1 industrial ice pick for removing the damn ice that forms on the external hatch. 1 pair of reading glasses, category 7C. An order for myself. My glasses are in rather poor state of repair and could do with replacing. Reconditioning of the mine continues to progress. The structure is being fortified from potential bomb damage, and excavation of previously caved-in areas is going ahead. 1 point of curiosity is some kind of archaeological find, an artifact buried in the earth, and discovered by one of the work teams. Later this evening, after martial duty, I shall take a look at the artifact. It appears to be man-made, and may have working parts inside. I shall remove what looks like the front cover and see if I can't discover the source of the light which constantly emanates from it. Chief NCO M. Major. That's not ominous at all. A man, an old man, clutching something unseen. He is strange, and yet he is no stranger. Never seen before, still I know this man before me is Howard. I call him Father. Ooh. Ugh, what the hell? What just happened? I don't know if that was such a good idea. So I think these have a way of holding memories, links to previous events. Key. Copenhagen Post, Monday 17th, August 1930. Psychotropic deposit at the bottom of Death Mine? Researchers at the University of Copenhagen have suggested that mind-altering chemicals naturally sown into the rock may cause the high suicide rate at the Greenland mine. The university, which had recently been conducting studies into isolated communities, first became interested in the workers of the northwestern lead mine last year. They discovered that even taking into account Greenland's naturally high suicide rate, local figures for the last 100 years were abnormally high, at 46 deaths per 100,000, compared to the national average of 29. On further investigation, experts diagnosed in many of the miners symptoms in common with the earlier stages of paranoid schizophrenia. This has prompted researchers to hypothesize that natural deposits of lysergic acid, a pH4 formula recently discovered to have hallucinogenic properties, may be present in the rock. Few locals were conducive to interview, but those who agreed to speak had their own explanation. Inuit spirits known as the Tuvgate live in the mountains. The university is awaiting the results of the chemical testing. Studies continue. Creepy. So I'm in the cursed mine that might be laced with LSD. Great. What could possibly go wrong? Use the key. Big Book of Explosives, 1923 edition. Chapter 1.3, Black Match Fuse. The black match fuse is one of the oldest, simplest, and most reliable fuses used in modern pyrotechnics. It is easy to create, essentially consisting of just string and gunpowder, but be warned. The chemicals concerned will stain clothing, and as always, due concern is advised. Materials required: string, preferably cotton, black gunpowder, backstring. The string should be coated with a thin layer of backstring which acts as an adhesive. The string is then carefully rolled in gunpowder and left to dry for at least a couple minutes before use. I already have the backstring. Dynamite. Invented by Alfred Nobel in 1866, dynamite is commonly used in construction, mining, and demolition. It has proved far safer to handle than alternatives such as pure nitroglycerin, provided that it is properly stored. Over time, the explosive component of dynamite, supposedly made safe by the presence of diatomaceous earth, has a tendency to weep, making an old box of explosives liable to detonate on contact. Materials required: 1 part diatomaceous earth, 3 parts nitroglycerin. Small amount of sodium carbonate, or I think that's baking soda. Text unreadable, and then simply form into short sticks and wrap in paper. Chapter 2.3, Trinitrotoluene, or TNT. TNT was first discovered in 1863 by German chemist Joseph Wilbrandt, but it took some years before it yielded its true potential. This was because the difficulty in making it explode and the lesser detonation in comparison to dynamite. The main advantage was discovered by the German Navy, who employed TNT relative explosive stability in order to cause massive damage to British warships. These torpedoes could be detonated inside a ship's armor rather than exploding on contact, as did other shells. Armstrong's mixture. Armstrong's mixture is included in this book as more of a point of interest than a viable chemical mixture. The formula exists as somewhat of a legend in modern pyrotechnics, referenced by those knowledgeable enough to stay away from it. Known as the death mix. Its incredibly volatile its incredible validity makes it unsuitable for most all potential applications. Mixture required: red phosphorus and barium. This mixture should be carefully and slowly mixed to minimize risk to the chemist. Sulfur can substitute for some or all of the barium to slightly decrease sensitivity. Okay. And I know all that I need to know about explosives, apparently. Oh, what's that? Painkillers. Well, if I'm stuck in the ice, might as well have some painkillers and beef jerky. What's over here? Is that more beef jerky? Yep. Alright, time to go back out this way, I suppose. I forgot I could look around corners. Uh-oh. Oh, it's a wolf. Or what used to be a wolf? Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna sneak around that thing. Okay, I need to go to the storage. Is it behind me? These wolves are creepy. Okay. I think I made it. Probably need to turn down the volume just a wee bit. That's a little better. If the slider wasn't empty, it'd be a handy thing to have. Lighter plus fuel. It's a happy camper. Bugs. Sad face. Looks like there's a way out if we can remove the rocks. But it looks like he might have gotten snowed in. Whoever was down here. Okay, that one's locked. That one's locked too. Oh. More batteries, some painkillers. Another one of these creepy... It was different, but the same that time. Like I had more control. But over what? Aha. Some sort of hidden compartment. I don't like that sound. Must have found the LSD rocks. Because it sounds like they're talking to me. Oh no. Christ, was that a spider? I don't like spiders. That was a big spider. Ugh. What the hell is that? A horrible sight. Luckily it's mummified, or else it would smell, or the smell would be awful. Day 1. I begin this record still in the hope that the great work we had undertaken here might one day be of scientific value. Despite the chaos which has ensued in the 6 hours previous, my aim is to remain secure until what help there may be arrives. But to that end, I have barricaded myself in the small workshop area in the abandoned part of the mine. I hope that the meager food rations here will keep me alive, and that those I hide from will not jeopardize that. Perhaps this mine really is cursed. It's almost precisely 30 years ago since the incident that brought us here, and now, 30 years on, fate has struck again. Day 3. I forecasted that today the rescue crews would arrive, but I can only hypothesize that they would be unaware of my location and hence busy themselves with evacuating the other survivors. If they have not arrived by tomorrow, I will go out in search of them. Day 6. My first mistake was to make assumptions on the matter of rescue. My second mistake was to make assumptions on the safety of this mine. My third mistake was to act on both those assumptions in going outside of my safe haven. My best estimation is that I left the workshop where I was secured about 2 days ago in search of aid and have found only danger. I approached the old living quarters, but curiously could find no sign of life whatsoever. I returned in what I thought was the right direction from which I had come, but soon found myself in an unfamiliar locale. Confused but focused, I attempted to make my way home, but found myself threatened by some species of feral creature, which seems to have made this old mine its home. Although the specimen bore significant interest to me, I chose to retreat and only find myself outmaneuvered and outnumbered by the beasts. I turned and ran, injured my ankle in the process, which I believe now is most likely a sprain rather than a fracture. For some time I cowered and fled into the dark, but a few hours ago I discovered a door leading to a smaller disused part of the mine, the key for which I still have in my pocket. Within that area I discovered the storeroom, and I think it could keep me safe for some time. This place is a maze. My lesson learned: I will not venture out again until I'm certain the area is safe. Day 19. Oh yikes. Rescue seems increasingly unrealistic. Supplies diminishing. Lots of spiders in this place. I don't like spiders. Day 34. I caught one of the accursed 8-legged beasts nestling in my open mouth when I woke up this morning. In my surprise, I swallowed it. It's not so much the act of swallowing which concerned me, but the genus of arachnid. It would be unlikely that a cave-dwelling spider would be venomous to such a degree, but the possibility troubles me at the same time. Day 35. Any known venom would have affected me by now, and so today, in the first minor cause of celebration I have had since the incident. By lucky coincidence, this revelation also means I have discovered a virtually inexhaustible supply of nutrition. I intend to venture into the basement beneath this storeroom in the name of science to discover more about these creatures' natural habitat. Day 50. For 4 days now, I have been surviving solely off the quite considerable sustenance provided by the spiders. For some time I have struggled to gather enough of the crunchy little morsels. However, Lady Luck smiled on me once more when the batteries in my torch died, and I made a second life-saving discovery. The creature's natural habitat is the dark, which my light now diminished. I need only lie still for a few minutes, and I have attracted enough of the beasts for a rather hearty meal. Ugh. Yeah, no. Okay, I think I came down this way. Dead end. Day 71. My earlier assumptions on the benign nature of my cellmates may have been in error. After a careful autopsy, I'm concerned that there may be a small volume of natural chemicals stored in the stomach which, if ingested regularly over a period of time, may become psychotropic or even lethal. My only real chance is to break out of here and raid any stashes of supplies I can find. However, the evidence against such a move is insurmountable. I have no source of light. I swore to myself I wouldn't leave until I heard a human voice outside, and the spiders are so tasty. Day 100. From the marks I have been making on the walls and my scribbled diary entries, which in the dark may amount to illegible scroll. Please no spamming. I don't appreciate it. Alright, back to the game here. Today is the 100th day of my new life. Over the past month, my edible friends have become more and more aggressive and have swelled in number and size. Whether or not this is the result of plundering their ecosystem, I am unsure. However, at this rate of growth, they will soon be large enough to crawl through the gaps in the walls. For all I know, I could be seeing the tip of the iceberg. If all fails and I am never recovered, I hope at least that my study of and indeed involvement with this fascinating creature will one day be regarded as an important point in natural history. The greatest names in modern science got there more through fluke than talent, and it appears that this rule may have extended itself to my discovery of this delicious new species. I only pray that the second rule deems my breakthrough too insignificant, for all great discoveries tend to consume their inventors. Looks like an egg. Ugh. Ouch. Some pain. Nothing little pain killers won't hurt. Uh-oh. It's locked. Oh, thank you, sweetie. Let's see if the hammer will work. Aha. Got some more batteries for my flashlight. Lighter fluid. This should fire up now. Thank you. I think I got everything I can get in here. I really don't want to end up like that other guy. Half crazed, eating spiders until he dies. Ugh. Okay, I think I need to go this way. Uh-oh. What the hell was that? Uh-oh. Somebody up here with me? Uh-oh. I think somebody been dragged through here. I've never seen so much blood before. I've done my best chance to get some answers. Who else is still down here? No. hell's that? The largest spider I'd ever seen, and its guts have been carved open. Ugh. That sound, though. That's a tongue. Yuck. Okay, got a key. Day 200. It's been some time since I recorded any findings in relation to the spiders with whom I have shared my existence for the past 8 months, partly due to my enforced retreat from their basement territory. Not too long ago, their behavior became overtly aggressive, and so I have attempted to barricade the main entrance to their lair and secure myself with one of the smaller rooms above it, the only one with an operational door lock. The other reason is that I have been recovering from a minor operation which I was forced to conduct on myself without the aid of anesthetic. Even if I did have any anesthetic or surgical tools, I couldn't afford to be less than diligent in my work. So anesthetic was out, surgical tools are all well and good, but although it may be coming old and rusty, I still trust my penknife to do the job just as well. Ugh. The procedure itself was elementary enough, a simple amputation of a non-vital organ. I began to notice a thick, glue-like substance forming on my tongue, and was forced to accept that it had become infected through constant toxin ingestion. So that's his tongue that I found? Sheesh. Day 300. Another century of days comes and goes. It appears so long since I escaped here. At some stage since my last entry, I attempted to return from whence I came. That from which I originally was fleeing seems a fate far worse than the one I now face. However, in the time since I arrived from the larger mine system, a cave-in has occurred, blocking any further progress. I was forced to return and accept whatever life has in store for me. I still hear my aggressive little friend scratching at the door to my cell. I think I should be able to light that. There we go. What's in here? Oh. Is that where the cave-in happened? This hole isn't large enough for a man. Not that it's going anywhere. I'd go anywhere near it even if it was. What burrowed out of this tunnel? Ugh. I think something must have got him. Some more beef jerky. Batteries are about to die. Oy. This game gives me the heebie-jeebies. Okay. Keep whatever wolves are out there. Uh-oh. The fuck was that? Oh, fuck! I gotta sneak around here. Oh, shit! Damn, it must have knocked down the door. Alright, let's go to explosives. Oh, TNT. Oh, no, 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 no. Screw you, doggo. I don't know where I need to move this thing. Where'd it go? Oh, fuck. It's right there. Workshop. Alright, let's go check out the workshop. Huh. I don't think I saw a number. Shoot. Oh, here we go. I love my workshop. It is too great. It is too great a hunting ground to let others gorge their faces. One cannot help but feel for those without such delicate, mousy morsels on which to munch. For Red ate ravenously of their flesh today, and shall continue to do so. This is possible thanks solely to the button pad I installed on the door. And yet, Red's mind is working somewhat backwards today. Okay, so 2148. 2148. So backwards 8412. 8412. 8412. Yes. Oh, shucks. These must be tied into whatever's going on here. If I keep experimenting, I may discover something useful or have a heart attack. Some sort of jail. Yeah, I don't like this place one bit. It's electrified. So I need to figure out a way to turn off the power, I'm guessing. Oh, it's a pickaxe. Shoot. get over there? Alright, there's gotta be something I can use my pickaxe on. Hopefully those dogs still aren't around. So it looks like I need to get that explosive over there. Oh, where'd he go? So I gotta find a fuse. Or make a fuse. I get the feeling there's something over there I'm missing. Just gotta carefully get by that dog. There's something in the warehouse. Maybe. Alright, so I got the explosive. I unlocked the workshop. I've got the backstring. I think it just said I need gunpowder and rope. Gunpowder and rope. Yeah, don't want to do that. Why does it sound like power is coming from somewhere else? But where? Oh. I just need some gunpowder. Where's gunpowder? Okay, gunpowder. Where's the gunpowder? Gunpowder. Maybe it was back near where the dog is. Maybe I can hop over this carefully. Aha. Okay, gonna bash down. There we go. Painkillers. Oh, dynamite. Right, with any luck, one fuse ready to go. Nice. Okay, let's see if I can get back over again without getting shocked. Okay, and gotta get out of here. Take cover. That seemed to do something. When I look back, I can't think what spurred me to go deeper into that mine. Perhaps it was arrogance at still being alive, or something as ridiculous as facing adversity and coming out on top. Now I know I would have been better off starving or being mauled to death than kickstarting the chain of events that led me to end up here, writing to you. I just hope once you understand my story, you will have what's necessary to put an end to this tale. I certainly didn't. Oh boy. Some giant cargo containers. This give me some Stranger Things vibes. Power room. The noises down here are so alien compared to the way sound traveled on the surface. That rockfall almost sounded organic. Power room. I'm all out of flashlight. I've got one more flare. I might as well use a couple more flares. Ooh, and batteries. Nice. Steelberg Generator Type 7G. Congratulations on your purchase of the Type 7 product line. We are certain that you will be pleased with your new petrol-driven electrical backup system. Below are highlighted just a few of the added and improved features of the 7G model. Avoid personal wear and tear. The wind-up startup motor has been replaced with a battery-driven unit. Grease in the industrial workplace can be an accident-inducing insurance nightmare, so enjoy the new increased grease control system. Electrical installation can be expensive to install and maintain, so the economical 7G basic model arrives without, and much more. Quick start guide. Ensure the area surrounding the 7G is clear of electrical of equipment and personnel in case of overheating. Connect and confirm secondary flow by turning appropriate valve. Turn on cooling system to avoid overheating. Release excess heat until pressure is within safe limits. Begin grease flow, ensuring leakage is minimal. Turn main valve and confirm primary flow. Pull main lever, operation lever. Check NG output. Your unit should now be fully functional. Okay. Feels as if I'm leaving my body for just a moment, but not just hovering around. It's like I go someplace. What are these things? One, two, wavy lines, grease, other wavy lines. Okay. that's a big hole. Battery. That should have sparked the starter motor. I suppose it can't get by without a battery after all. So I need to find the battery. Looks like industrial fuses. What's down in the creepy hole? Let's see. Oh. Disembodied voices. How fun. Let's not stay down in the creepy hole. I get the feeling I gotta break what's over in here. Is there something in that box? Doesn't seem like it. Weird. Very weird indeed. So I gotta go find something. Perhaps a battery. Oh no. Close that behind us. Oh, fuses. Emergency procedures. In the event of an emergency, all mine workers are asked to follow the standard emergency procedure detailed in the leaflet provided. Rescue services are already on their way, and under no circumstance should employees attempt to aid colleagues themselves or contact the emergency services. This code sheet is provided for use in extremely unlikely event that you are trapped in the mine and no way in which to signal or otherwise contact emergency crews. In this scenario, you should ensure the stability of the surrounding environment by gently tapping and feeling the rock. Once you feel certain that there is no risk of rock slide, check to see if there are any forms of communication device on hand and attempt to send a distress signal using this code sheet. Should such a device be unavailable or damaged, begin firmly tapping out a message on the wall of the cave. Rescue crews will hear you and arrive promptly to dig you out. Morse code. Doot 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 da 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 doot doot doot. SOS. Be careful. Oh, is that one of them? Oh. Got it. And more beef jerky. I really do not like the sounds coming from out there. Oh, it's a radio. That beeping coming from the speaker. Maybe there's somebody out there, after all? What are they saying? 1, 2, 3, 4. Five. Wait, is it the Morse code for the door? Here, let's see. So Dun, 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 dun. So 5 dits, 2 DAWs, 3 dits, 3 dits, 2 DAWs, 3 DAWs, 2 dits. So is that 5? 5, 7, 3, 8. 5, 7, 3, 8. I think that's it. January 12th, 72. Boys, I'd come have a word with you myself, but I got more important things to do than piss about making sure you're all doing your jobs properly. Now I know there's a certain amount of camaraderie between you lot. Oh, well, you never told me that.
I thought she said no.
You never told me that.
I thought she told you.
No, she said that I would go by and see Ernest.
Yeah. I don't know. I was like, I don't know. Okay. I think it's okay, but I was just like, oh, okay, I'll work just to know. So how much more strain do you want?
Like another 30 minutes, I want. Okay.
It's fine. You're fine.
Just didn't tell me.
Just wants to talk about some car quirks.
Yeah. Okay. Now, I've got a certain amount of camaraderie between you lot playing pranks and jokes on each other. It comes with the territory, and that's fine, as long as you don't add me to your list. God knows you need something to keep you entertained down here. However, you all know full well that Penrose has some very deep-seated issues with his height. So anyone who thought it would be a good idea to sabotage his generator, then hide all the spare fuses on the top shelf in the storeroom, would quite clearly need his head examined, you get me? In other words, Jones, I want that inventory done yesterday, and the rest of you, it's not all fun and games, you hear? On a serious note, another radio's gone missing, and you'd better hope to God that means one of you lost it, because stealing ain't a pretty word in my book. It's the 3rd one this month, which means the amnesty on coming clean is fast coming to a close. Then there'll be repercussions, got it? What's strange is you're all supposed to be working in pairs, so nobody should be able to get their hands on a radio without the other spotting it. When I find out who's responsible, I'm gonna find out how they got away with it so long. Then I'm gonna fling them out into the snow and leave them there. They'll just disappear into the night, just like all those radios. Harvard, lead mine foreman. So I gotta get the power back on. Well, that sound like one of those got down here. Did I miss something? Where the hell did that battery go? Did I get the wrong kind of fuses? Still feel like I missed something down there. Weird. Gotta find that battery and some fuses. Let's see what my journal says. Alright. It said these are the wrong type of fuses, I think. A1. Okay. This is the workshop I went in before. Don't see any more up there. Weird. Went back to the radio room. Maybe I can salvage a fuse from the radio? is there power in here but not anywhere else? Gotta save my flashlight. Alright. Oh. Hello, doggy. Glad you're on that side of the fence. Uh-oh. Yikes. Gotta be a little more careful next time. Got a broom. I'm not sure what the broom could be used for. I saw anything over here. Solid as a rock. Back to the power room, I guess. Battery's missing. Where would it be? Thought for sure it would be in that box. Weird. Okay, maybe if I follow these, they gotta be leading somewhere. hell's that battery? I think I see anything else in here. Maybe I can try to call back on the radio. What am I missing? Weird. Oh. So the battery is at the bottom of the hole. Why didn't I see it down there? I swear I was looking for it multiple times. couldn't see it. The heck is that battery? Did it like glitch out or something? I swear I don't see a battery down here. Can't be that tiny, right? What am I missing? Oh. Damn it. Yeah, I broke that. I pushed it down in the hole. No battery. That's weird. Seems like maybe it glitched. Yeah, 'cause it says generator spare parts battery. Oh, there it is. Weird. For some reason I remember it glitching like that last time I played. There it was running all over the place. Okay, now I need to go get the fuse. Oops. Come on. Okay. Grab the radio. Okay, so let's see, it said generator manual. Connect and confirm secondary flow by turning appropriate valve. So that's 2. Sure the cooling system, turn on the cooling system. Okay, let's turn on this time. Okay, 2 is on. Oops. Okay, 2, then we need to turn on the cooling system. I'm guessing that's this one. Okay, cooling system's on. Release excess steam until pressures. Is this one steam? Make sure the grease is flowing. It's probably this one. And primary. And then pull the valve. Okay, secondary flow, cooling system. Excess steam, grease flow, main valve. Okay. Two. I bet I got this backwards, but we'll try it. Aha. Seems to have done it. Sweet.
Good day. Good day, can you hear me? Well, I hope that your ears are working better than your tongue, so that you might use them to listen to my words. You have turned on the light at the end, beginning and middle of the tunnel, but some things remain shrouded in darkness. My Morrissey message I hope has helped, but what you need now is to the wall hole to the right of the fence. Go now, there is no time to explain. Well, in fact, time is one of the few things we have in abundance down here. What surprises are spoiled by such catty curiosity.
Uh-oh. Run! Alright. I think I'm gonna have to leave it there for now. How do I save it? Bummer.
My memory is like something with a great many small holes. We shall be needing to perform some minor demolition work so that we might one day meet again. For this task, we shall require the use of a large, earth-eating metal monster, and that monster is thirsty for juice from the place where things are kept. By the way, you can call me Red. It's not my name, you understand, but I am sure you will agree. It's a name
Oh no!
fetching when worn correctly.
I gotta get to it. Somewhere safe. Ah! I've been eaten. Well, did it save that time? Maybe. Ah, dang it. Well, I'll have to come back to this. Unfortunately, I'm done for today. Well, have a good day, y'all. I'll see you tomorrow. Ravenous Dark out.